Hello everybody, my name is Dratnos. Welcome to This Week in Mythic Plus. This week's affixes are Tyrannical, Spiteful, Necrotic, and of course Shrouded. It's a nasty, nasty set of affixes. The good news is that some dungeons you can pull pretty slowly and still time the key, so you can kind of get through even with Spiteful Necrotic, making a lot of pulls pretty painful and encouraging you to slow down. Even though it's Tyrannical and the bosses take a long time, there are just some dungeons this season that have pretty generous timers, so unless you're pushing particularly high keys, that would be my recommendation for you this week, is make sure you're pulling nice, slow, controlled amounts so that these affixes don't beat you up too badly, and just try and play cleanly and beat the dungeon that way. If you do this, you'll have less room for error in terms of number of wipes before you're depleted than usual, but you can still definitely time keys this way. If you're actually trying to push fairly high keys, it is a very challenging week. This set of affixes, the best advice I have is that they're both at their worst kind of around the same time, which is right towards the end of the pull as mobs start dying. So tanks can be looking to start sort of kiting, not taking auto attacks as the first few mobs are dying. You can use abilities like Binding Shot, like Death and Decay slow, like general AoE stuns, all towards the end of the pull. As the first couple mobs are dying, maybe you catch the first Spiteful Shade or two in an AoE stun, and then you keep the other mobs all grouped up and stunned as well. And that can mitigate the worst part of Necrotic and the worst part of Spiteful, potentially. But realistically, you're just going to have, particularly as you start getting to the key levels where Spiteful one-shots players with auto attacks, which is somewhere in the 20s, I think. Maybe even a little bit below that. I'm not actually 100% sure where they begin the one-shotting with their autos, but it's fairly, it's somewhere around there at least. That's going to be the point where this week starts to feel really, really painful, especially if you're a melee DPS player, or if you are any player inside a train car this week. That is going to be something that you will quickly realize was not a dungeon built with this affix in mind, so you will get beat up very badly by the Spiteful Shades. So good luck out there. It's a challenging week. It's by no means impossible, but if you are interested in Tyrannical score, there are some better options coming up. There's Sanguine Storming, which is medium, and then there's Bursting Volcanic, which is a great week. So in 4 weeks' time, that Tyrannical week is going to be phenomenal. This one, probably one of the nastier ones on the calendar. It's not as bad as the time where for some reason we have it alongside Fortified as well, but this week at least it is alongside Tyrannical, I guess, so I guess that's a little bit better. I'm actually not even sure which of these two Spiteful and Necrotic weeks are better, but the fact that they both exist on the calendar is an abomination. So good luck out. There are your keys. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in the routes, you can download them from the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.